Throwing, Rudolph. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down.
I wonder if the quarterback just lost track of where he was on the field. I mean, he did a really nice job, Mike, keeping his eyes downfield, looking for someone in a second reaction scramble drill to work themselves open. But as he found himself that close to the sideline, that becomes a throwaway. Don't just casually run out of bounds and take the loss for a sack.
Here's Rudolph. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
On the ground, it's Pollard. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
He's got a man. That's Traylon Burks. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down. Coming up.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
And he will have a Titans first down by a couple of yards as they convert on 3rd and 3. Now Rudolph. And we try to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Brooks. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Here's 1st and 10. Man in motion here is Washington. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Now he'll run.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
To throw is Hunt, and he's not going to be able to get away. Might lose a yard. They've got him back at the 2. Now Huntley.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Dolphins are on the board. They cut the lead to 6-3.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
On the return, here's Tyjae Spears. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. Running here, it's Pollard. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage A play going absolutely nowhere.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
That's deep, looking for Boyd. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends up being a wasted down.
And on third down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. They'll wind up giving the ball over on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
A run up the middle with Achan. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's caught downfield by Waddle. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, like, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick, because that ball is coming out.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Huntley. Taking off, and he will score. Touchdown, Miami. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins open the lead to 4. It's 10-6. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. The Titans offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. To throw is Rudolph. That one complete. It's Tyler Boyd. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Holland. He's going to force his way for a yard or 2. But looks like this one's going to be coming back. The middle, here comes Pollard. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Now they'll set up to throw. He's going to put it up, take a shot for Hopkins. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm, being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down, but in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield, and there does come some danger when you throw back across, but in this case, it's a big completion.
First and 10 now from the 36. They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. He's going nowhere, losing yardage on that play.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. They'll run with Spears. And it'll be brought down right around the 40. The safety, Jordan Poyer, up to make the stop. Third and long. The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. Throwing now on third and long. That's complete. He got it to Hopkins. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of play. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more Monday Night Football after this.